Om.
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18 with Bhasya. We are studying the Bhasya, verse 50. Here is a mukshu who has got karmaja siddhi, means shuddha antakarna, in terms of jnana yogyata, the competency, eligibility to gain atma jnana and get sthirata, steadfastness, nishtha in it. To get this, whatever eligibility at the level of body, mind, etc., the moksha is required, that he has got by karmaja siddhi, means by offering his karmas to Ishvara with nishkama bhavana, wherein one gets in course of time the mind free from earlier duritas, papas, a mind which is very calm and composed, a mind which enjoys high degree of vairagya, wherein the true nature, the actual nature of Chaitanya Atma can get reflected or get manifest or get revealed. Now, such a person who is described in the verse as Siddhim Prapta, the one who has got accomplished the Siddhi. What Siddhi? Karmaja Siddhi, Antakarana Shuddhi. So that person, in what manner he is able to get the Brahma Prapti, gaining of Brahma, which is equated as Jnanasya Paranishta. Para Jnana Nishtha, the most exalted abidance of the mind in the Atma Jnana Swarupa, or Atma Jnana or Jnana Atma Swarupa. It is now going to be elaborated. In this context, Bhashyakara explains us what exactly is the nature of Atma Jnana. What is the nature of the Atma Jnana? And what is that Nishtha, for which a dialogue is begun, and step by step, Bhashyakara is leading us. Please read the Bhashya from Nishtha, that earlier. Yatha Brahma Prapnoti, from there. Yatha Brahma Prapnoti Tata Niboda iti, from there.
यथा ब्रह्म प्राप्नोति तथा निबोध इति अनेन या प्रतिज्ञाता ब्रह्म प्राप्ति ताम इदंतया दर्शयितुम आह निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा इति.
Continue. We have proceeded further.
निष्ठा पर्यवसानं परिसमाप्तिः इति एतत्. कस्य ब्रह्मज्ञानस्य या परा परिसमाप्तिः कीदृशी सा यादृशम् आत्मज्ञानम्.
Up to here we are seeing that Yatha Brahma Prapnoti Tata Nibodami. That person who has got Karmaja Siddhi, how does he get Brahma? So that manner, please listen from me. This is what is the declaration of Bhagavan Krishna in this stanza. And why so? Because Bhagavan wants to point us out. This is that Brahma Prapti. What do you mean by gaining Brahma? This exactly is what it is. That is what Bhagavan intends to point us out. And that Brahma Prapti is what? Brahma Jnanasya Parisamapti. Parisamapti, finale, the end, the final limit of what? Brahma Jnana. The question comes, Nishtha means Parisamapti. Now the question is, what is the nature of that Nishtha? What is the finale, the final end, the culmination of that Brahma Jnana, what you call Nishtha? For that he says, Nishtha Paryavasanam Parisamapti Kasya Brahma Jnanasya. Ya Parisamapti. The culmination of Brahma Jnana. The question comes here, Kidrishi Sa. What is the nature of that culmination of Brahma Jnana or Atma Jnana? Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana, Brahma, Atma synonyms. Because they are one and the same, of course, used at the different level. Individual level, the Chaitanya is called Atma. Totality level, the same one is called as the Brahma. At individual level, it is available to us as the Sakshi, the principle which makes us aware of all antakarana vrittis, thoughts in the mind. At totality level is the very adhisthana, the basis of entire cosmos. Now, it says, Kidashi sa, what is the nature of that? Parismapti, nishtha, a culmination, finale of knowledge. Yadrisham Atma Jnanam. Yadrisham, in conformance with, exactly like what Atma Jnana is. Now see, the Jnanasya Paranishtha. Jnana-nishtha is exactly like Atma Jnana. See, Bhashyakara started Nishtha as Brahma Jnana se Parisamapti. And when he is asked what is the nature of the Nishtha, he switches on to Atma. Why? Because ascertainment of Brahman at the Atma level is possible to us. At Brahma, we have to totally rely on the Shastra. But as Atma, we have got some clues about the existence of I Atma that is made use of to arrive at or to discover what our real nature is, what is the true Atma Swarupa, in contrast to what we experience moment by moment, this Atma. Don't think Atma is somewhere. Right now you'll find in and through our all knowledge, in and through our all experiences, good, bad, sorrowful, horrible, peaceful, irrespective of all of them, there is the undercurrent of this Atma, Atma, Atma. Right now you'll see that. So, now the thing is, this Nishtha, Brahmajnana Nishtha or Atma Nishtha is of what nature? Answer is given is what? Yadrisham Atma Jnanam, of the nature of Atma Jnana. Nature of Atma Jnana itself is the nature of Jnana Nishtha. What is going to the next question now? Let us see. Continue.
कीदृक् तत् यादृशः आत्मा.
Kidruk Tat. That stands for Atma Jnana. Sir, what is the nature of Atma Jnana? Here comes the real stuff. What is the nature of Atma Jnana? Bhagavan replies, Bhashyakara replies, Yadrishaha Atma. Whatever nature of Atma is, that itself is the nature of Atma Jnana. Means, nature of Atma Jnana is in conformity with or is in conformance with or is exactly like what Atma is. I hope you understood. Nature of Atma Jnana is exactly like what Atma is. So, what he means? Atma Jnana is like the very nature of Atma. Here, for the sake of clarity, we'll have to digress a little. Actually, it is not a digression. It is something expected of you to know. I have taught it in many other classes, etc. But in this context, those who know not, for their benefit, I am now explaining this. What is that? He said, Nishtha is exactly like Atma Jnana. And Atma Jnana is exactly like the nature of Atma. In this context, we should be very clear as to what we mean by Jnana in general. I don't mean Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. In general, what is exactly meant by Jnana, knowledge, or even experience? What do you mean by knowledge? See, common knowledge, Jnana. Of course, to be aware of something like what it is, or some ascertainment something. But my dear sir, what exactly it is? For which we'll have to consider the Vedantic prakriya, Vedantic method, which explains the mode of gaining any knowledge. How do we get any knowledge? Knowledge of any object, being, event, whatever it may be. Let us not bother for the timing Atma Jnana Brahma Jnana. How do we get? For this, see, one thing we have to keep in mind. What we directly perceive, see, hear, taste, touch, smell directly, or whatever we know directly is presented to us by our thoughts, by our antakarana vrittis. These antakarana vrittis remove the ignorance of the object to be known and make us know, reveal us what exactly is the object. How does it take place? I am going in little detail. This is explained in a standard textbook of Vedanta called Vedanta Paribhasha. But I am going a little early, that is even to the deep root of it. From where thoughts emerge, we know, from the mind, from the intellect, or antakarana. What is the seat of antakarana? Where is the antakarana? Seat of antakarana, according to Vedanta, is Hardakasha. Hridaya, Harda, related to Hardakasha, the space in our physical heart. That is where the jiva, who is reflected consciousness, awareness in antakarana, that jiva abides in Hardakasha during our deep sleep. When wakes up jiva, it travels through our nervous system, varieties of nerves, varieties of nerves. From where do these nerves emerge? According to Brihadaranyaka, these nerves emerge from what is called as Puri Tat. Puri Tat is peripheral surface of our physical heart. The peripheral surface, which appears like a wrapper of the heart, is called Purita. From this, mainly 101 nadis emerge. Main nadis. Nadis means nerves. Main 101. They further bifurcate each of them into further 100. 101 multiplied by 100. And these bifurcated ones still further bifurcate into, not bifurcate, get divided. Bifurcate only two divisions. they get divided into further 72,000 divisions. 101 getting divided into 100, and those 101 plus 100 getting further divided into 72,000. As a result, we get in our body nervous system 72 crores, 72 lakhs, 10,201 nadis, which includes the somatic nervous system, the bodily nervous system, including the brain, limbic system, limbic function in the somatic category, and autonomic nervous system, which takes care of respiration, blood circulation, which are involuntary functions of our body. You see, these all functions are taken care of by nadis, nerves. In the waking state, jiva interacts with the world outside, for which the jiva through these nerves go to the sense organs, jnanendriyas, organs of action, karmendriya. Here our context is of jnana, not action. So let us say the jiva has gone to now eyes to see. And we jiva, chaitanya, reflected in antakarna. So means with the jiva, antakarna, mind is already present there. And this mind, antakarna, being the product of sattvic ansh, sattvic content of Pancha Mahabhutas, has got a capacity to travel from eyes to the object that is to be seen. If you wonder how is it? Simple. Just like the rays of the sun travel to the objects in the world. So also, this antakarna has got a capacity to go to the thing that is to be perceived. And that antakarna thought, antakarna will not enter thought wise, like a rays of a sun, rays of the sun. It takes, it permeates it, it covers it, and takes the form of that object to be seen. Let us say we are talking eyes now. The form of the object to be seen. Let us say a rose. Antakarna has taken the shape of a rose. This can be understood by the sunlight. Sunlight travels everywhere, but on the object which is in considered its form, it takes the form of the object. Actually, it reveals us the object, but thereby it reveals the form of the object. Likewise, here it takes the form of the object. This phenomenon is called as vritti vyapti. Vritti vyapti, vritti vishaya, vritti karma, in the sense that antakarna, vritti means a change, modification. A modification of antakarna, exactly like, say, rose, object seen. And this rose akara vritti, antakarna vritti, a thought conforming to rose. It removes from antakarna the ignorance of that rose. But they had not seen the rose. Now, rose. That ignorance is gone. Then what happens? This antakarna vritti being what it has got the capacity to reflect Chaitanya in it. The name of it you are familiar with. Chidabhasa. Abhasa, appearance, semblance, likeness, reflection of Chit. In the Antakarana, Chit, Chaitanya, Atma, pure awareness, pure consciousness gets reflected. And that is called as phala, technical word. The Chaitanya reflected in Vishayakara Antakara vritti, a vritti conforming to an object that is being perceived is called phala, phalavyapti, presence of reflected Chaitanya. And this phala, reflected Chaitanya, makes us aware of that inner object. For the time being, we have taken the rose. The rose akara thought vritti removes its ignorance, but being an inert thing, we are not aware of it. This phala, reflected Chaitanya, makes us aware of this. It is called phalavyapti. If you understood this, any blessed direct knowledge, I'm telling direct because in direct knowledge, you perceive, see, hear, taste, touch, smell, the thing perceived as it is. In inferential knowledge, you are not perceiving, but by inference, you are ascertaining the existence of the thing. Oh, such a thing is there. You are right. But you have not seen that. Yonder smoke is there. Oh, yonder the mountain, fire is there. Your ascertainment, inference that fire is there is correct, but you are not able to see the fire. If fire is in front of you, you are able to see the fire. So, in direct perception, perceptual knowledge, we are aware of the object perceived exactly what it is. The question comes now, in this pursuit, what exactly is the knowledge content? For suppose you experience something. In experience also, that whatever thought is there, that is the one which gives us the experience. In the experiential thought, what exactly is the experience content? Why do you have so? Because there are two factors. Whether you know something directly or experience, the two factors are, number one, antakarana vritti. Number two, phala, chidabhasa, reflected that. So in these two, please note very, 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 very important. The knowledge aspect, the experience aspect is to begin with nothing but the chidabhasa ending with chit chaitanya. Because without chit chaitanya, bimba chidabhasa pratibimba is not possible. So be aware of this. In and through all our knowledge, in and through all our experiences, the actual content of knowledge or experience is this Chaitanya. Without Chaitanya, no knowledge experience possible. Therefore, Vedanta says any knowledge, any experience is primarily, fundamentally, the Chaitanya only. But Chaitanya directly is not available to us to know something, because Chaitanya faithfully reveals or makes us know the Ajnana Vritti also, ignorance also. So therefore, it is this Chidabhasa which makes us aware of that. Whereas we have ascertained the actual knowledge aspect, actual experience aspect at Chaitanya. But the features of that knowledge, attributes of the knowledge, the feature, distinct feature of the experience, distinct feature of that knowledge is given to us by Antakarana Vrittis, corresponding Antakarana Vrittis. Basic principle of knowledge or experience is Chaitanya. But the specific features of any knowledge, particular knowledge or particular experience is given to us by, depicted to us by Antakarana Vrittis or thoughts. In and through our all types of knowledge, in and through of all our experiences, the knowledge content or experience content is Chaitanya Atma, whereas the specific features of knowledge or experience is through that specific type of Antakarana Vritti conforming to the feature of the object to be known or experienced. Let us take an example. You are familiar with laddus, no? Laddu, sweet balls. There may be varieties of laddus. Besan laddu, besan laddu, made up of what? What is that? Atta, flour of chickpea, chana. The black chana is called Eros gram, and that shole, that yellowish one, are called chickpea. The name varies, okay. Generally also called chickpea also. Or moong atta, moong flour, green gram. Or wheat laddus, either of wheat flour or the tiny rava, tiny granules of wheat. Or rice flour, rice laddus made. All are sweet. Taste may vary. Now tell me, sir, from where that sweetness has come? Is it not invariably sugar content? Your type of laddu may differ. You may add many, what do they call, dressings also. But the sweet content belongs to sugar, whereas other specific tastes are because of the different types of the gram flour. Is it not? Likewise, in and through our all experiences 24/7, in and through all our knowledge gained in 24/7, the knowledge content or experience content is Chaitanya pure awareness principle, pure consciousness principle. Whereas the distinct features of each and every knowledge or experience belongs to the object, but given to us, presented to us through antakarana vritti, the thought channels. See, I became angry. Thought of anger. I was very calm and quiet. Very quiet thought. I got agitated. Thought of agitation. Or different varieties. Or desire cropped up in the mind. In and through, the anger content, peace content, desire content belongs to antakarana vrittis. Whereas the knowledge aspect, experience aspect, in and through each Chaitanya Atma. This is what is described in Kenopanishad as Pratibodha Viditam. Bodham Pratividitam. With respect to each and every thought that comes in our mind. Thereby, with respect to each and every knowledge or experience that's in our mind. Viditam, Atma is there. What is that Atma? The Chaitanya which made you aware of it, which made you know, which made you experience. So, Atma, Chaitanya is available to us as an ever-existent principle which you and I can verify moment by moment through all our knowledge gained or all our experiences that we gain. Now, here is one point. Jnana, knowledge of object, is presented to us through the antakarana vritti, conforming to the entity to be known, accepted. Knowledge content is Chaitanya. But in Vyavahara, the Shastra takes that antakarana vritti, which describes us, makes us know the specific feature of the entity perceived. That vritti is taken for practical purpose as jnana, knowledge. Very important. If you don't know this, you'll get confused with the word at many places where the jnana comes. Jnana, to know something. So, for practical purpose, secondarily, the antakarana vritti, the thought which depicts the distinct features of the entity to be known, is called as jnana, though primarily jnana is nothing but Chaitanya Rupa Atma. In Sutra Bhasya, first Sutra, there is a very important statement which cannot be understood unless you know that jnana secondarily means antakarana vritti. Jnanena hi pramanena Brahma avagantum shakyam. Jnanena hi pramani. I will go in detail because that is useful for further bhashya. If this is not clear, then it will go over a head. It's very simple, it is not a big thing at all. But few basic things you should be aware of. Jnanena hi pramanena Brahma avagantum shakya. Brahma can be directly known. Avagantum shakya means avagati, sakshatkara, the direct knowledge of Brahma, Atma also, is gained through jnana pramana. In fact, seemingly there is a contradiction in the phrase jnana pramana. What is pramana? You are supposed to know. The means of knowledge, sadhana, by which you get the knowledge. Pramajanakam, jnanajanakam, pramana. That which produces knowledge is pramana. So, jnana pramanena. Now let us take one thing. Pramana means pramajanaka or jnanajanaka. That which produces the knowledge of the entity. Jnana pramanena. Do you know what it means? Jnana is gained by pramana means jnana is gained by jnana janaka. What do you mean by knowledge is produced by that which produces knowledge? That jnana pramana stands for this antakarana vritti, the thought corresponding to entity to be known. Though basically jnana is chaitanya. Secondarily, the actual thought which gives the specific features of entity known is called jnana. This is very important in knowing what is called a triputi, the three entities. Jnata, knower, jnana, jneya. Jnata, jnana, jneya. Jnata is who? The jnata is knower. Jnana here means pramana, antakarana vritti, which gives the knowledge. Jneya is entity to be known. Jnata, jnana means jnana pramana, antakarana vritti, which gives specific features or knowledge of the specific feature, and near. So also, anubhavita, experiencer. Anubhava means antakarana vritti, which gives us experience. Anubhuta, the entity that is experience. All I want to note is the word jnana or knowledge, though basically chaitanya, secondarily, the thought, antakarana vritti corresponding to the entity to be known is also called jnana. So here, what is the nature of Atma Jnana? It is said, it means what is the nature of that antakarana vritti which produces the knowledge of Atma. So, Kidruktat Yadasha Atma. Kidrusha Asau, Asau means Atma. What is Atma? Read Kidrusha Asau onwards.
कीदृशः असौ यादृशः भगवताम् उक्तः उपनिषद्वाक्यैः न्यायतः च.
So keep in mind, in Vedanta, though primarily Chaitanya, pure consciousness principle, pure awareness principle, itself is knowledge or experience for practical purpose. Secondarily, the antakarana vritti, the specific thoughts, which gives us the features, that is, attributes of that knowledge, is secondarily called as knowledge. So, what is the nature of Atma Jnana means? What is the nature of that antakarana vritti which reveals us what Atma is, which makes us know what Atma is? I told you, keep in mind, no knowledge, direct knowledge, no experience, all experiences are direct also. No experiences are possible without this antakarana vritti. You should have that antakarana vritti which gives the knowledge or experience. So when it is asked, what is the nature of that Atma Jnana? It means, what is the nature of that antakarana vritti which makes us know, makes us aware, makes us experience Atma as it is in its real nature? That's the question. So, that is, what is Nishtha? Yadasham Atma Jnanam. Nishtha Parisabhakti. Finale of knowledge. What is it? Exactly like the nature of Atma. Then comes Kidrik Tat. That Jnana, what is nature? Yadusha Atma. In accordance with the Atma, exactly as Atma. Then the question comes, Kidrisha Asau. What is the nature of this Atma? Understood? Atma Jnana is exactly like Atma. Sir, please tell us what is that Atma? That is question. Kidrisha Asau. That you are talking of Atma Jnana, no? What is the nature of that Atma whose knowledge you have to gain? Answer is Yadrishaha Bhagavata Uktaha, number one. Upanishad Vakyaihi, number two. Nyayatascha, number three. Yadrishaha, exactly as, in conformity with, in conformance with what? Bhagavata Uktaha, exactly what Bhagavan Krishna has described. In short, the Atma is exactly in conformity with what Bhagavan Krishna has described as Atma. Not only that, Upanishad Vakya, Krishna has not described from his pocket, as described where in the Upanishad Vakyas, statements of Upanishad, Mahavakyas, or Avantara Vakyas. The nature of Atma is described in the Upanishad. Mahavakya reveals identity between Jiva and Ishvara. But what is the nature of Atma? Meaning like Satyam, Jnanam, Brahma. Secondary statements also are as described in the Upanishad. And also, Nyayatascha. What is said there is given to reasoning. What is the Atma is Kutastaha, never changing. We can verify. Sangha, unconnected to anything at all. Reasoning also is given. So therefore, what is Nishtha? Exactly like Atma Jnana. What is the nature of Atma? Exactly like what Bhagavan Krishna has described. Exactly like the description given in the Upanishad and which is given to reasoning. Okay, now the real stuff starts. Keep in mind now one thing. Any experience, any knowledge, any experience is primarily nothing but Chaitanya, Atma alone. But secondarily, the entity which gives us the features of that experience knowledge is features of Antakarana Vrittis. So therefore, secondarily, for practical purpose, the Antakarana Vritti, the thought corresponding to entity to be known, that thought vritti is called jnana. So when you say Atma Jnana, that vritti, Antakarana Vritti, that thought which depicts the exact nature of Atma. See, you see a rose, rose akara vritti. You see a mango, mango akara vritti. You see a car, car akara vritti. Which gives knowledge. Simple. You want to gain the knowledge of what? Atma. Knowledge of Atma is called Atma akara vritti. Simple is it not? Here the question comes now. Here use the word akara. You use the word form for Atma. This needs to be thrashed. So doubt is brought forth. Question is asked. So far so good. We know this much, that Atma Jnana is exactly or the nature of Atma described by Bhagavan Krishna, described in the Upanishads, and given to proper reasoning. Now the discussion starts to make us point out how exactly this knowledge can be gained and why this problem of samsara has come. We know Atma now. See that which has Pratibodha Vitamata. In and through all our knowledge, in and through all our experiences, the knowledge content, the experience content is Atma. That is what Atma is. We know only presence. But what is its true nature in contrast to what we experience moment by moment, the same Atma as me, the miserable samsari jiva. Contrast, not mere contrast, total contrast. What we experience ourselves as samsari jiva, undergoing calamitous experiences, birth, death, in between parade of sorrows, in between some joy also is there. In contrast to what I am in reality, Paramananda Swarupa, no trace of sorrows, no birth, no death. This is the problem. How this has happened? Why such a great mistake has taken place? That diagnosis of samsara and what can be the remedy of it is going to be very clear from this analysis. That's why I give very, very, very great importance to this portion of Bhasya that is going to come now. I will explain thoroughly, but the proceeding is such that it will be very clear to you now while listening. Afterwards, you start evaporating. If you don't mind, as we proceed, please note down, because there are many explanations involved to know what exactly the phrases of Bhasya means. Note down those things. And afterwards, if you revise, it will be much more clear to you. And you will hit upon the nail. This is where the problem is. This is what the solution is. So you also have to cooperate. It is not difficult at all. I am going to explain thoroughly. See, I'm going to slowly because I have given the background now. What is jnana means in terms of antakarana vrittis. Though basically jnana is atma, anubhav is atma only. So therefore, now the question is, sir, you have told us jnana is what atma jnana is exactly as what atma is described by Bhagavan Krishna, Upanishads, and given reasoning. But we know something about Vedanta also. What is it? Any knowledge, as we have just now seen, is given to us through Vishayakara Antakarana Vritti. A vritti, a thought corresponding to the Vishaya sense object to be perceived. It can be Shabda, sound, Sparsha, touch, Rupa, form, Rasa, taste, Gandha, smell, or any features. Tall, fat, whatever it is. So, the Antakarna, Vritti, thought, correspond to the form. Form need not be what is seen by the eyes, not need to be ocular form. Form means appearance, nature. So, knowledge of any entity is in accordance with the akara, the form, the appearance of the entity to be known. Agreed? Yes. Tell me, sir, what is the akara of your Atma? Can you tell me? Well, I'll give you 12 hours. Tomorrow morning, let us thrash, okay? Take care. So now we have to ascertain what is that knowledge, Antakana Vritti, which can take to Atma, which has no akara. The doubt that is being raised, and now step by step we are proceeding. We'll meet tomorrow morning. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ